In this morning's Machinery Minute, Vermeer is the first equipment maker to go out of the gate with a commercially available corncob harvester. Now, we showed you the wagon-style collector last fall during a field day hosted by Poet Energy. In its efforts to produce cellulosic ethanol from cobs, Poet wants farmers to harvest cobs and sell them to the ethanol company. The Vermeer CCX 77 is designed to tow directly behind certain combines. The company says the cob harvester has a separation system which puts leaves and husk back on the soil but keeps the cobs. Vermeer says a limited number of the harvesters will be offered to farmers for this year's harvest. And as the nation's corn growers get ready to head into harvest, now is the time to make sure your equipment is operating calibrated properly. Farm Journal Machinery Editor Margie Fisher has some tips.
At the 2009 Farm Journal Corn College, farmers are learning about the tools to take their yields to the next level, and one of those tools is technology. Joining me is Isaac Ferry, an associate at Crop Tech Consulting. Isaac, you work with farmers not only when they're calibrating their yield monitors, but when they are reviewing their yield maps. Tell me why a precisely calibrated yield monitor is important.
I think the main importance is as we move into that next level and we start to do VRT, seeding rates, nitrogen rates, we have to break these fields up into management zones. And not only do we start to do it by soil type, but we start to do it by yield zone as well. And a precisely calibrated yield monitor allows you to accurately predict where those zones are and where you need to be making those breaks.
And a question a lot of farmers have is, when should they calibrate?
They should calibrate soon. If you're combining 22% corn, you want to make sure that you're calibrated in 22% corn. So you don't want to wait till all the corn you have left is down to 15-16%. Different monitors, like a Green Star monitor, you want to be calibrated up front because there's no post-calibration with it. Also, whenever your error in your combine and the actual monitor gets off by more than 5%, or your moisture changes by more than 5% from your last calibration, it's a good idea to go ahead and recalibrate as well.
And what are some common problems you see when farmers start using yield monitors on their farm?
Taking the time to get a good calibration, I think, is the biggest problem. Figuring out how to get their combine calibrated to a wide range of flows that they can use so they're prepared with the actual yield monitor to go through the many different yields they'll see throughout the season.
Thank you, Isaac. A properly calibrated yield monitor has paybacks after harvest. For Ag Day, I'm Farm Journal's Margie Fisher.